Today I'm hoping to make a nice, relaxing video for you where I make this floating island with a 3D pen. Let's go back to the beginning. I recently started playing around with using a 3D pen on top of a mirror to make very shiny and smooth surfaces. I've wanted to make a floating island using a 3D pen for a while, and as soon as I saw the results from using a mirror, I knew I had to combine the two. Okay, be sure your volume's turned up for this next part. Ugh, that noise gets me every time. See what I mean about the surface being super shiny? I just love the way it looks. If you flip it over, you can see that the other side is still really rough, and I've staggered the lines to give it a wave-like illusion. Got you there, didn't I? Here I'm adding a stiffening rib to the backside of the waterfall that's going to hold the whole island up. One thing I wanted to show in this video was some behind-the-scenes clips of how I get some of these action shots. I'll show more of these at the end of the video. All the techniques I used to make the floating island really play to the strength of a 3D pen in making organic-looking creations. To make the rocky base of the island, I make two flat profiles and then end up welding them together. This Tac Adhesive Putty is so useful for making these 3D structures. Once they're welded together, then we just have to fill out the main body of the island. Thin, light, and strong are some of the strengths of 3D pen creations. Here's a little foil to help set the shape of the island. Then we add one of my favorite tools on this channel, blue painter's tape. Man, do I use way too much of this stuff. Last time, I promise. You can see the surface is really rough, so I'm going to do a quick round of smoothing. When I went back and looked at these clips, it looked to me like I was sculpting wet clay, but no, it is indeed hard plastic that I'm melting. I didn't go crazy with further sanding and smoothing because I thought this had a rocky enough looking texture. Now I'm adding the dirt and grass layers. I kept the grass as straight lines because it reminded me of a mowed lawn, and the thought of someone mowing the lawn up there amused me. Now we get to make this happy little tree that lives right here in this pen. We just gotta push him on out. I start with a flat profile, which I then fill out. I'm not so worried what the branches look like because they're going to be hidden by the canopy of the tree. Here's the heart of our happy little tree. Let's give him a hat now. As I create the base of the canopy, you can see how useful bridging is to 3D penning. This is all just support structure for the final layer of the canopy, so I'm not at all worried what it looks like. Now I start to create a mesh of green filament, which I can create that final layer on. Once the mesh is done, I fill it in, creating a rough first layer of the canopy. The second layer is the last one, where I create a nice tight surface. And here it is, all finished up. And yes, I'm 100% aware that what I've made looks like a piece of broccoli. The next step is to attach our happy little piece of broccoli to the island. We're supposed to do that by gently heating up the base and not lighting it on fire. Let's try that again. Much better. We're getting into the final steps, one of which is to attach the waterfall to the island. Here I'm attempting to blend the edges. This is the waterfall attached to the island. I again wanted to show you just how strong and thin 3D pen creations can be. couldn't resist waving this around like a sword. And on to the final step of attaching the waterfall to the lake. At this point in making a 3D pen creation, usually I'm terrified of screwing something up because of all the time put into it, but I was surprisingly calm here. Maybe making happy little trees is the key. Here it is, all done. I really like this shot, where I picked it up and hold it towards the camera. It looks like I'm holding water in midair. Are you ready to take the plunge into the behind the scenes? This is my general filming setup. From here on, I'll cut between the final edited clip and how I actually filmed it. These are some long side-to-side panning shots. Some zooming shots from the top. This setup is how I film all my top view shots. Doing these by hand, these up-down panning shots are really hard. And that's it. Those are the behind the scenes of my floating island made with a 3D pen. If you're interested in learning how to use a 3D pen, I have tons of tutorials on my channel. Check out this tutorials playlist, which covers all skill levels. Finally, don't forget to subscribe for more 3D pen content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.